this color with BrickLifeCrisis. Then we're gonna play build Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah!
Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis, and today we're going to take a look at the LEGO Junior set number 10754. This is Spider-Man vs. Scorpion Street Showdown. The set consists of 125 pieces and includes 2 minifigures, and we have a special guest today, our guest host named...
Color.
All right.
Whoa, there's a lot of pieces. Okay, this is the card for Spider-Man. And I love you.
This set has this specialty piece. It's a 2x4 brick, but it's modified with that extra piece there with the hinge.
And look, kids. And look.
Yeah, cool. Alright, so here we have set 10754. This is the LEGO Juniors Spider-Man vs. Scorpion Street Showdown. As you can see, we have Spider-Man and Scorpion, each with their own respective vehicle. There is some play area, as well as a couple of accessories. So let's go ahead and break this down piece by piece. Spider-Man's car is kind of sporty. It's a little odd though, with these kind of arachnid legs hanging out. It's kind of a fun little build though. It reminds me of some of the superhero themed Hot Wheel or Matchbox cars you might have seen in the past. This hood piece here is decorated, that's all print, so that's kind of cool. We have these kind of fang pieces up front. The red chassis is all one large piece, and then you just have some decorative elements up on top. We have some taillights on the back. We have these jumper plates on the front and the back, and that is intended so that you can attach the spiderweb rope to it. And tow things with that or what have you. You can attach it to the front or the back. And then we have this 4x2 sloped, round slope piece that is being used as a fender, so that's kind of unique. And Spider-Man actually has a actual seat as well as a steering wheel in there. So that is Spider-Man's vehicle. And here we have our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He has a pretty nice torso print with some nice musculature underneath the traditional Spider-Man logo and web design there. Just plain blue pants. There's no print or anything on there. Does have some red gloves. The face print is pretty good with that mask and the spider design. And then that continues around the back. And then he also has the rest of the torso on the back printed with that spider logo there too. So this is a pretty good little figure. I like him quite a bit, actually. And here we have the Scorpion and his vehicle. He has some rather large tires. These we've seen in some of the space sets and minor sets and things like that in the past. We have these pinchers on the front that are kind of a trans neon green, and those are movable. This printed hood piece to act as kind of a head. The Scorpion figure comes out, of course. He doesn't actually have a real seat or even a real steering wheel or anything. He just has these 2 clip pieces for some reason. On the back we have this articulated stinger, and that tail can whip around and bend in a couple of different ways. The chassis is one large black piece and the wheels just attached to that, and then we have these other things that just kind of clip on the top. The one kind of unique thing is that gray brick that I pointed out earlier. It's a 2x4 brick, but then it has a little bit of almost a half brick height or 2/3 brick height thing with the clip on it there, or not clip, but the hinge piece. So that's kind of an interesting piece that I've never seen before. So anyway, that is the Scorpion's vehicle. And here we have the Scorpion. He's got a nice face print. He looks pretty mean there. Torso print is pretty good as well, with some muscles bulging out there underneath the print. This backpack stinger piece is pretty slick. I'll show you that in a little bit more detail in just a moment. Without the stinger piece in place, we can see there is some torso print on the back, showing some more muscles, and then you can get a better look at the back of his head as well. Here we have that stinger piece. It's actually 3 separate pieces. You can see the green molded piece here. That is not flexible. It looks like it might be, but it's not. and that attaches to a backpack piece that has 2 studs on it. We've seen this before in the Hawk Girl figure that attaches her wings, and some other places as well. And then we also have this little spike piece that attaches to the top, and you can kind of articulate that a little bit by turning it if you wanted to point the stinger in a different direction. But anyway, that's that, and it just attaches like any old backpack. That hole there goes over the neck, and then the head just goes right on top. This is the terrain piece, and it comes in 2 sections really. There's the ramp here that is built up, and you can launch the vehicles off of that, or pretend to anyway. And then there's just the clip pieces on either side that would then allow you to attach it down here in the corner. Over here in the corner, this is supposed to simulate a stack of newspapers, and there is one printed Lego News tile there, and that is removable, and that's just a 2x2 brick to represent a stack of papers. We also have a trash can, a recycle bin over here that has a banana in it, and Kyler had a great time imagining that the Spider-Man and Scorpion figures were slipping on that banana, and that entertained him for, a good 15-20 minutes at least. Also over here we have a large spider web that you can imagine that Spider-Man has spun. We also have this printed wall piece back here with some opening shutters in that window. These are large bricks. Those are, 4 bricks high, I think, 4 or 5 bricks high. So that's all one big piece there. We have these clip pieces on the side, these rather large masonry bricks up top. Rather than 1x2, they're 1x4. And then we have a dish piece to kind of look like a satellite, and then a straight antenna piece, and then a little bit of fence piece up there, just to kind of round out that setting. So that gives you, somewhere for the action to take place. And this is a fun little addition. This is just a little action piece. This is a little catapult, and you've got these 2 1x1 white round bricks that I guess are supposed to be just clumps of spider web material, and you can launch those off towards the Scorpion. So there's one that fits in the catapult, and then there's one spare. Okay, so now we've taken a look at the entire set. The retail price on this is $20 here in the US. For 125 pieces, that's not a great piece to price ratio, and it's not a fantastic bulk of stuff to price ratio. However, as a junior set, keep in mind that there are no stickers, so all of the decorated elements are prints, and in addition to that, there are some rather large pieces that go into this set. So the chassis for each of the vehicles, there's a wall piece, and somewhat uncommon pieces as well that I've pointed out earlier, as well as some 1x4 masonry bricks, 2 of those that make up part of the building back here. Those are not very common. So there are some specialty pieces and some rather large pieces in this that help to compensate for that a little bit. But the junior stuff in general tends to be a little bit on the pricey side as far as the price to part ratio and stuff goes, and that's in large part because of the special attention that they have to pay for the younger audience that these sets are intended for. This is a set that's recommended for ages 4 to 7. So again, no stickers, not too many really small parts, 1x1 bricks, but there's no 1x1 stud pieces or anything like that that kids are likely to swallow or anything. So anyway, not necessarily the best value, but if you've got a little one that is into Spider-Man and Lego, this is not a bad set. So there you go.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, that about does it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'd like to thank my special guest Kyler for helping out today. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. Otherwise, we'll see you next video. Take care. Bye for now.
Oh, I love you. Oh, yeah.